Hello lords and ladies, and welcome back to what will be the final episode of the Third Age, where we're going to kick it off with the Pelennor Fields Evil Mode. These open fields surrounding Minas Tirith are destined to be filled with orcs should Gondor's control of the river ever falter. So we're going to kick it off straight away with this here, before, you know, showing off a couple of other things. I've got 2 different save files prepped to show off some other things. Well, that instantly ruined my joy at the fact he used stand fast there. Now you can get really lucky here, and your Mumak, as it's called in Evil Mode for some reason, rather than the Mumak kill, will get the first attack. In which case you can stomp your way to winning the entire fight and just keep them stun locked constantly. But unfortunately that now means I have to sweeping tusks every single one of them individually to reduce the damage, because Mumaks don't have any armor. Like, their armor is terrible. They have a really low armor rating. Thankfully Hadod used Dragon Call, so he's not going to be getting an attack for a while. But yeah, now I just got to do this. I just get the sweeping tusks every single one. I mean, I could use this to kill eaoden actually. I didn't even kill him. I mean, there's no rush yet. I don't have to go after Hadod quite yet. He hasn't got a turn queued up for a minute. So we are quite literally quite alright. Yes, like I said, this will be the final episode. After I do this evil mode and then, you know, show the other things I've got, there isn't actually anything else for me to do in this game. It might come back in the future if anybody has any ideas for any cool challenge runs or anything like that. I might bring it back then. But as it stands now, this will be the end. So look at that. Look, I've took 40,000 damage. And I haven't killed a single enemy yet because of my armor. I mean, thankfully I can kill eaoden here with... I can't stun them, but I can still get some nice AoE damage in there. Hadod doesn't take a lot of AoE, a lot of damage from that. Thankfully he missed. I don't know how he missed a giant elephant. Like, I really don't understand that. I'm just gonna keep going with the stomps. The stomps will bring us victory eventually. Might just take a minute, but we will get there eventually. As long as our health survives. If our health lasts, then we're absolutely okay here. Like I say, this could be... You could get half your health taken in a single turn if they all decide to use their big multi-hitting attacks. And this evil mode just be over straight away, or you can get extremely lucky and get the first attack, in which case you just get to keep stomping and just keep them stun locked. You don't ever have to do anything else. But now I've just got the dwarf to take care of. Hadod is the problem in this one. Hadod is always the last one left alive. He's got the highest health, he's got really good armor. He does just take a minute to wind down. He also seems to have very frequent counters, but I don't know if that's just due to how long it takes to actually kill him, which it very well could. I say this is going down to the wire, right? I can afford to be hit once more, but we get it anyway. Now this is another short evil mode, mind you. This is another 3-fight evil mode, and now we get to use the Witch King of Angmar. How cool is this? So obviously he does have Devour Flesh for healing, but we've got 50,000 health. And honestly, some absolutely insane armor. We don't take a lot of damage. We don't deal a great deal neither. But I mean, look at that, we took what, 485 of eaoden. We're going to counter-attack her for more than that. See? Ooh, Berthor going for the armor ignorer one to actually deal some damage. That makes a change. Very surprised to say that. Oh, we miss our counter. I'm not happy to say that. I have no idea why he keeps using... Eaoden will do nothing but leech essence for some reason in this fight most of the time. Which I think is like a continual... Pretty sure it's like a continual AP drain that he's going for. I mean, Morwen's dead. Yeah, I think, yeah, leech essence is a continual AP drain. Which I've always been confused why he does that. I'll take out Morwen first because she is the fastest, but she also has the lowest armor. Eowyn is absolutely, there's absolutely no fear with Eowyn at all. She does not hit very hard. Let's say, look, Leech Essence. Again. Like, I'm already inflicted with Leech Essence, so casting it the second time isn't going to do anything. He's just taking the AP off us. Rage of the Ring. Yeah. Get mace to the face. Mace to the face. Mace to the face. Yep. Definitely understood why I said that. So we'll just keep going here. Yeah. Hopefully this has been a fun and exciting series for everybody. I'm hoping he's using something different. I'm hoping it's been enjoyable at the least. And my commentary hasn't been too dull and boring for it. Apologies, I still have a bit of a cold lasting. Joys of having kids that will cough directly into your eyeballs and not think twice about it. Oh, she's actually able to deal some damage now, no? Okay. I was going to say, that did absolutely nothing there, Morwen. But whatever floats your boat. I guess with that one, it is what it is. And now, the final battle of Evil mode, we get to play as Sauron, who isn't actually there. Well, this is a graphical glitch I've not had in a while. Oh, there we are. I have appeared now. I am there in all my giant flamey eyiness of goodness. I have no idea why I wasn't there to start with. That's... yeah, different. So obviously Paralysis of Light binds all spirit powers, so I don't have to worry about Loudwater Fury. Darkness Fear is really good if you want to do it. But honestly, I think just going Pure Wrath of Sauron is so much easier. And we'll just drain all that delicious, delicious health off them. Idril being stuck as, you know, just using the sword attacks is fantastic for us. But yeah, no, I like this end fight for the Evil mode, because obviously this, as far as Evil mode goes, this is the first three-man party we fought against in Evil mode, was these three. This is the first three-man party you can make, is Berthor, Idril and Elegost. So I do quite like the fact that we get to fight these as the last in Evil mode. I just wish that, you know, Sauron's Evil mode, the fight, or Sauron in Evil mode was, you know, Sauron in his armor. I know it wouldn't make any sense, that would mean he got the ring, but I mean, this is Evil mode. The whole point of Evil mode is, you know, we've been playing through it on Evil mode. We've been winning the fights. Everything has been dying. You know, our heroes didn't make it out of Eregion. Gandalf never made it out of Moria. The three hunters didn't make it out of Helm's Deep. Faramir didn't make it out of Osgiliath. I am going to Darkness Fear Elegost because he will start using Draining Shot. And Draining Shot is extremely irritating, because he out-heals the damage I can do. He's the only one I Darkness Fear. Oh, and just for interest note, if you want to go the Darkness Fear route, Bellathor's Fear immunity does not stop him from being inflicted with Darkness Fear. But for winning the final Evil mode, we get elf stones, but ancient elf stones. These are the best elf stones you can get. Now, I'm going to save these into my file that I've got prepared for something else, which is this one. As you can see, it's an hour ahead of where the Barad-dûr one was saved at. So let's go load into that file and have a look at things. It's the exact same save file that I had, that I've just, you know, that the previous episode has just finished the game on. Unfortunately, as irritating as it is, you cannot get past percentage of game completed being 99, because you only get 100% when you defeat Sauron. And there's no save point after that. So I have to live with the fact that I don't have a perfect number there. Now, you'll notice some of my character stats might look slightly different. And I appreciate that, you know, you might be looking at it going, well, why is it different? What have you done? So we'll start by taking a look at the new equipment. So, ancient elf stones greatly increase everything. Every stat, right? So, as far as Berethor goes at the minute, he's got ancient elf stone of action, health, armor and action with a cracked of health and a polished of action, right? So if we get rid of that the cracked health one there, as you can see, we go down to 7,145 health. But the minute I put that on, we go to 8,000. Elegost has one of each ancient on because he needs it. Hadhord does not. He's only got a polished of action, but he's also got ancient of action, health, and spirit for his shields. Obviously, more Idril here. Polished of spirit enhancement and ancient of enhancement. And I think she's got a cracked of enhancement as well. Oh, action enhancement. Okay, that's fine. I've got not quite one of every on her. She is missing the ancient elf stone of health, which I'm not really this fussed about. And then obviously we've got them on eaoden as well. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because I am about to use this team here to do final fights again. I am going to fight what we have just fought there. There we go. Helps me actually click the right item. We are going to fight what I've just fought there, but I am going to, I'd say, skip through the cutscenes, but I cannot. I'm stuck having to watch them. But we are going to see just how much difference does having these elf stones actually make, especially the ancient elf stones of spirit enhancement, right? So Aiden's drain health is now 27,000. That's 27,000 on a single attack he's getting on drain health, right? 27,000 on an AoE for his Wheel of Fire. So you can imagine Elegost having all that spirit, all that AP, using Northern Storm. And what do we get for this? 25,000 AoE. Now, unfortunately, you can only have one of each of the ancient elf stones equipped. I can't equip multiples. Now, obviously, if I did have more polished elf stones of spirit enhancement, as well as cracked, then I will get this damage to absolutely silly numbers, right? But cracked doesn't really give us that much more, and neither does polished. You actually survive. Well, I don't care because I'm bringing Idril in. This is going to be my team that I am going to fight the Nazgul with. I am going to use 3 spirit-based characters now to completely destroy the rest of this game, including Sauron, as she hits for 53,000. 53 on a single, because she has both the ancient and the polished elf stone of spirit enhancement, which just allows her to do absolutely silly amounts of damage. Now, I'm hoping that these Nazgul are going to put up a fight. I'm just going to fast forward through this. We've already seen it, don't need to say it again, and unfortunately there's no way to skip it. So we're going to hit a cheeky little fast forward there. Just bear with us while there was no sound. Thankfully it doesn't cause the sound to trip out. Oh, perfect. This is actually perfect. Because I am going to need some AP back. Eventually. For now, we can survive like this. Eventually I will need AP back. So, we're a double Northern Storm to start. To start us off. You know, cheeky little double Northern Storm. You know, a minor 21,000 damage each. There's going to be 42,000 that I'm going to do with elegost. Although I did forget to mention that this is being done on hard. The game difficulty to demonstrate how powerful this is now on hard. And I've done that just to increase the enemy's health, so they actually, you know, survive a little bit longer, hopefully. At least that's me planning. Sort of seems like it's working. I don't want to switch. I want to use Eaoden, who is going to immediately wheel of fire. Eaden's spirit is losing. He does need some spirit. What? I say I could drain spirit. Is there any other fun spirits I can do? That's fun. Absorption's a lot of fun. Join it is now. We'll just use drain spirit. Just give us 270 of your AP there. Thanks. Now Aragorn is just dead weight at this point, to be honest with you. Well, no, the King of Gondor is never dead weight, I suppose, right? The King of Gondor is indeed very much useful. Can you just... I'll tell you what, actually, you frenzy. And then you be real nice, and how about you? Gift of Grey Haven us for a heal, for elegost there. Nice big heal here. 3,660. Every point of damage you took has been healed back. Now, what happens with an AoE Water Stallion? With the Polished Elfstone of Spirit Enhancement and an Ancient Elfstone of Spirit Enhancement. What type of crazy damage do you think Idril can do AoE? Bearing in mind that these enemies, you know, 44,000. Now these enemies do have a little bit of resistance to spirit damage, with them being the Nazgul, you know. Another way to tell that this is on hard mode, by the way, is Aragorn has 15,000 health instead of 9. And the fact that, I mean, look at the damage I've been dealing, these guys are they're still okay. Yes, this is on hard, so everything hits harder. Everything takes a bit more of a beating. Just a tiny bit more, but then I'm going to show you what happens when you've got this type of setup on the complete opposite end. As well, I'll sort of redo this little bit here on easy. I'll show you me changing it from hard to easy, and then I'll show you something else with another save, just so you can see, depending on how fun you want this to look. Because obviously hard mode, it doesn't just change the health, I think it also slightly changes their damage, as well as their resistances and stuff like that, and their armor, and well, obviously their stats as well. I mean, look, they're doing double damage there to Idril than they were previously. Aragorn still doesn't care. He has enough health not to care. Right, so we're coming down to Elgost's turn here. So what I'm actually going to do now, right, is I'm going to bring in the HUD. Because I want to demonstrate something with the HUD next battle as well, against the other four. But for now, Dragon Calling. HUD also has an Ancient Elfstone. And that's Gandalf's dragon, Bilbo's party. Now Hadod does less damage than the others, at only 14,000. But Hadod does not have the spirit investment that the others do. Hadod's only spirit investment is for his shields, Mountain Shield, Devastating Shield, that type of thing. 1,600 on a double crit against Hadod. Against Hadod. Like, Hadod is an absolute tank of a unit. But, you know, these guys still want to do mad damage to them, so let them. I still think I'm alright. I still think they want to do a lot more damage than that to put us down here. But what I'm going to do now, though, well, what I'm going to do after this first fight here, where I wanted to demonstrate it, I'll cut out everything else until I get up to Sauron, so I can demonstrate what this looks like against Sauron, and hopefully with a bit of luck, I can get through his paralyzing light and start using a lot of spirit-based damage to deal damage to him. But before that, as we saw against Saruman, True Shot is a spirit-based attack. This deals damage based on your spirit, which is now up to doing a whopping 40,000 to the Nazgul. But with it being an arrow, it still does take in their actual defense and armor rating into consideration. But we'll see how much I can do against Sauron with that. But for now, I'm just going to blast through this next fight against the Nazgul, and I will meet you at the start of the Sauron fight. So I'll see you there. Okay, so we're back at the Sauron fight here, right at the beginning. We get the first turns this time. The only thing is, I'm thinking here though, is to avoid the paralysis. I'm gonna have to bring Berethor in first to use Shield of Courage on everybody. But I don't really think our boy eaoden over there is doing much unless I need an MP battery at some point, or an AP battery at some point, so I'll probably take him out for Berethor. And for now, 72,000. And another 72,000. I don't even think I need to worry about his armor or anything here. So what I'm going to do is Berethor for Shield of Courage. Got some immunity to fake use. Where's the one that... Do I not have one that... Do I not have one that actually, you know... I don't. My mistake, I was misthinking about his skills there. I am just going to Resistance. No, Inspire. Inspire. Which will reduce our AP cost, as you can see there. And then maybe Company Rally? I just go Company Power. Right, it makes no difference, I'm using spirit-based attacks anyway. The only downside is I only have 2 characters and I kind of have to keep Berethor now. So I'm going to need somebody to keep getting rid of this paralysis of light on everyone. Because I can't even use True Shot now. So I'm going to take this as a turn here for him to get rid of Sauron's armor. There's me Morgul the Case. Let's get rid of Sauron's armor there. See, this is the pain because I really wanted to use just spirit-based attacks here, but I'm just going to drain a shot without 28,000 from Elegost there with a crit. I can't even do that because hang on. eaoden Lightcraft. He doesn't have anything to get rid of it. This is a problem. I don't like this. Battle Mirror, Scatter Health. None of this is going to help, this is it. Alright, I guess we just chuck items. None of the perfect modes there. Cleanse another. No, it's not. Awesome. Right, so into my items we go. Let's see if I can find the one I'm after. Which one is it? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? What's that? Removes ranged immobilizing. Dwarven Eel removes melee, ranged, and spirit immobilizing. It must be that one. I'll tell you what, we'll just use Marsh Leeches. Because I'm suffering from a spirit based. That doesn't mean you get to cast it again. That's not how this works. Just because I've said no once, does not mean you get to say, haha, have it a second time. Right? That is not how we are playing this, Sauron. On yourself. Okay, okay. We're looking good here. We're looking good. Right? We're looking good. I have a few turns before he gets a turn, and I think I can actually kill him in them few turns I have. That might be me being extremely cocky here. But I think I can do it. If not, I'd probably just die. So, Frenzy. Loud Water Fury. Go. Another 70. So this is going to be another 140,000 damage this turn. That gets Sauron down to half health. And I'm going to Frenzy with Elegost, who is going to 100% absolutely surely use True Shot. For big damage, hopefully. 104,000. 104,000. Like, Elegost has no need to put in the amount of damage he does. At this point, I'm not even bothered about Paralysis of Light at all. I wanted to show off, you know, how much damage you can do with spirit-based attacks using this setup against Sauron. All I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a Scatter Health because we need health. 36,000. And do you know what? We don't use Blinding Light often enough. Blinding Light for a nice little 56 there. He cannot heal back this damage I am doing. And having an eaoden on the field, I think, is kind of bugging his AI because he wants to get rid of... He wants to stop us from using spirit-based attacks. But he can't. So let's do what I was trying to do last time. Let's bring in Berethor, who can Maya Embers himself. Lovely. Then we're going to bring in the Hod, who honestly is only here to use Mountain Shield, nothing else. Not bothered about anything else the Hod can do for us at this moment in time. I'm just interested in his big thick shield, right? I love how we took 0 damage from that, but he still drained health. Now Berethor. Show us. Condor Rampage goes from 100 down to 25 when in perfect mode is insane. The damage you can do. All 250,000, all 250,000 of it from Berethor there. And this Berethor is exactly the same stat-wise as he was previously. Absolutely none of the Elfstones he has on him is making a blinding bit of difference to his damage at all. Like, his damage values are still very much the same. So, what I'm going to do now is I've got 2 more saves I want to show off very quickly here. Well, 1 more save, and I'm going to go back to that one we were just on. Purely just to do, you know, 1 fight, and then I'll close out of it and come back in. So this here, as you can see, this is the one that I had previous. Difficulty hard, right? So what happens if I put the difficulty down to easy with this team setup? Berethor I haven't given Berethor the Elfstone of Health yet. I'm not really that interested in that. So, how much damage? What can Idriel do? This is a test for me as much as it is for yourselves here, viewers, because I don't know how much the difference of... I don't know the difference between them. I think it was what? I think it was 52,000 she was dealing with Loud Water Fury against these trolls in hard mode. Which sounds about right for the way I've got to build. An extra 1,000, is that it? Oh, an extra 1,000... Well. Maybe it's the damage dealt does not change. Maybe it's just the amount of health the enemy has changes. Because that was nuts. I tell you what, let's get us to the Nazgul here. Right? That was an insane amount of damage. Can I one-bomb these Nazgul? Like, can I eviscerate these Nazgul with a single water stallion? Like, is that possible? Well, I'll fast forward to the animation a bit because we've seen it a few times. There we go. 44,000, which is what we did to them last time. No, I can't. They are still alive. But not by much, though. That did well over half their health, whereas the previous 2 runs, I was doing nowhere near a quarter with that attack. This is interesting. Like I said, this isn't something I've ever messed about with before. I normally just whack the game on normal and then just leave it at that and just run. So I'm on a Mountain Hero. Mountain Hero is a spirit-based attack, by the way, for hard AoE. So it is affected by the stone. 15. Alright, so these guys will have just over 60,000 health in easy mode. That's good to know. That is very, very good to know. Can I kill Sauron in a single turn? Can I do the Dark Lord in a single turn, I wonder? A single well set up turn, obviously. And by turn I mean, you know, just an actual turn. I mean, look, Aragorn loses 3,000 health. So easy mode, he has his 1 hit point under 7,000. In normal he's at 9,000, and in hard mode Aragorn comes with a whopping 15,000 health. Army of the Dead still deals the same damage. Which should probably be the end of these Nazgul, yes? It is, yes. Let's fast forward through that. Lovely jubbly, yada yada yada. Right, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get through all these and I'm going to make use of Sauron, and we're going to see if we can one-turn Sauron on easy mode to see if it is actually possible or not. So, I'll take care of this and I'll meet you there. Okay, so here we are. We're back at Sauron here. Fun fact: the way I've got Idriel built on easy mode. Nope, that was the wrong move. I did not want to do that. Double Water Stallion actually just wipes out the Nazgul. So I'm going to try and use. This isn't going to be one turn, right? Obviously, because I can't do this in one turn. Right, I can't get Berethor buffed and kill in the same turn. But so yeah, no, I misspoke when I said one turn. Right, I want one double attack. Can I take off all of Sauron's health while buffed with a singular double attack? Right, I want to know if it's possible to buff Berethor to the point that he can just obliterate the eye. Can he just absolutely smack this eye into near oblivion in a single turn? So I've already got rid of Sauron's defenses. Remortal decayed that's gone. My Embers and Company Might is currently on Berethor. Is there any other item down here that might actually help? Anything that can awaken an enemy against slashing damage, I'm guessing, with the sword. Can I reduce the damage that... Oh, sorry, can I further increase the damage that I can do to Sauron for a single turn? I can. If I had the item, I could. Interesting. So, Morwen, can you craft the item? Shelob Sign, that's increased pace. There's a Thengel Stone. Thengel Stones. So let's have her craft the Thengel Stone. I love the fact that I can do this mid-battle. I can just craft an item and it goes to my inventory. This is so good. Thengel Stone. Thengel Stone. Ah, it only works on me. Why would I? Oh, it increases my slashing damage. So let's use that on Berethor. So Berethor now has increased slashing damage. He has Company Might for extra damage. He doesn't have my Embers. Ah, you're joking, aren't you? All of that and I did it wrong still. Escape. I must have had Idril use my embers on herself instead of Berethor. That is my mistake. I will have Morwen, Maiar embers, Berethor. Stone should last a while longer yet. Where are we at? Where? There we go. Maiar embers. Oh, can I only have Maiar embers or Stone by any chance? Oh, I can. Alright, we'll do it this way then, right? We'll do it this way. Oh, thief. Only Cloak of the Plains gets done. Really? Interesting, I didn't know Cloak of the Plains was classed as a spirit-based attack. Right, so I'm buffed up to where I can be. Let's see what I can do. I need more crits, Berethor. I should have used his leadership, that increases crit damage. Doesn't matter. So if I use his leadership skill there, that increased crit damage, I could have used a single Gondor Rampage on easy mode with a max level Berethor to completely one-shot Sauron's eye. The Eye of Sauron, which would have been absolutely insane.
There are other great tales.
There might be other great tales of the Fourth Age, but we don't care, Gandalf. We don't care. Right, so final thing I want to show here, right? I have a save file down here. As you can see here, the Eregion Elven Outpost. 40 minutes in. I have got 40 minutes of game time on this save file. That is it. That is it. Nothing more, nothing less. 40 minutes. But I have done some evil moding on it. So, Berethor has the Gondorian Steel Warrior Fold that you get from Osgiliath with 57 defense. As well as Isildur's sword with 205 attack. And some Ancient Elfstones, which, looking at the stats, you wouldn't think apart from maybe his AP, right? Now, Idril has nothing that you don't get at the beginning of the game, right? Absolutely nothing, apart from the Elfstone. She has one of each Elfstone now. And I want to go demonstrate against whatever encounter I find first, which will probably be, what, the wild men up here, because I've done enough to get past this little encounter here, where you defend the caravan. But I know for a fact there's a battle against some wild men up here that I'm almost guaranteed to get. Oh, I missed the first wild man encounter. I've walked past it, that's my mistake. The first wild man encounter's down here, man. Isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's over here. It's over the side. No? It's not. Well, apologies. Right, I'll get to this fight in a second. So yeah, I've cheated slightly, I guess you would say. Oh yeah, the first one's over here, man. Right, to demonstrate, I don't even know what difficult we're on here. Am I on medium? No, I'm on hard. We're on hard here, right? Sorry for the phone in the background there, right? So this is a hard mode start. Right at the beginning of the game, right? But Idril is doing 5,500 damage with Loudwater Fury. And Berethor with his sword is doing 2,000 with Guardian Strike. Now, I can get one of each Elfstone for every character as I get them. And I can also do evil modes that would then give me equipment for those characters, right? I can have every single character geared out in some of the best equipment possible at the earliest point possible in this game. And these characters are only going to get stronger as they level up. Doing it like this, I want to find a fight against an orc so I can demonstrate Orc Bane as well. There we go. And I should find me an orc as long as I don't push too far. Find us an orc, mate? No, Sauron, come back! No, come back, Sauron. There you go. Right, like, I can get, like I say, one of each of these stones for every single character that joins my party. Right, every single one. I can get weapons for all of them the minute they join. 3,000 with Orc Bane. Well, I don't think I can get weapons for all of them, but pretty sure I can get weapons for most of them. And just have them hitting like absolute trucks. Like nothing in the game is going to be able to stand in front of you during a playthrough where you do it like this. Now, this is an option that if you want to play the game, but you just want, you want a quick blast through just to have a, a refresher or to be reminded what it's like. I don't want to push too far here or I get stuck in the elegost cutscene. Then this is definitely a way to be able to do it. But other than that, guys, there's nothing left for me to show you in this game now. We are done with the third age there. So I would like to thank you all for tuning in and for watching this, or any likes, subscribes, whatever. Obviously, if you want to subscribe, you're enjoying the content, feel free to. Be more than happy to have you here. But for now, and until my next Lord of the Rings game that I'm going to be doing, which I haven't quite decided on which one I want to do first. But yeah, until then, this is the Casual Gaming Dad signing out for the very last time with the third age. Stay safe.